Bonjour Virgo and welcome back to my channel. Claude here. Today I'm going to be doing your messages from your ancestors tarot reading for October. So I hope you are all doing well. If you're interested in the cards I'm using, all the decks are listed in the description box below as always. So please remember, those are general readings, they will not resonate with everybody. So take what applies and just discard the rest. And if it doesn't resonate at all, it's not a problem, it's just not your message for this month, but you may want to check your moon, Venus or rising signs. So what do we have for my Virgo querents for October? What do they need to hear for their highest good from their ancestors? Okay, so we have card 13, Dark Moon. It reads, in the dark of your heart lives new breath waiting for you to release its ghost. We then have the card of the Elders, very apt for this reading with the ancestors, card 15. Birthed from seed within the belly of the moon, they are the wise felt touches of our hearts and felt deep within the marrow of our spirit. And finally we have card 19, Greet the Darkness. And this reads, here where the spine bends and the mouth quivers, breathes the hidden, the pieces that make you whole but cut deep with all of their sharp edges. So let me put my deck on the side so I can go through those cards with you. I will obviously clarify with the tarot in a minute. So the card of the Dark Moon in this deck talks about new beginnings and letting go. So your ancestors are saying that there is something that you need to have a look at, something in your life, generally speaking, whether we're talking about a relationship, current one, whether we're talking about holding on to the ghost of a past relationship, something we can't let go of. It could also be new beginnings, as in you moved and you're in a new area and this is a brand new beginning for you, or you're about to start a new job or change career, whatever the case may be, go on a big travel, whatever the case is, your ancestors are attracting your attention to this, that you need to let go of something so you can start something new, because this new beginning, let's say a new career or starting in a new area or even a new country, it's not going to work if you're holding on to the past, so then you need to pay attention to that. And the card 15 is the card of the Elders, as you can see from this deck, and this is the card of really compassion and wisdom. And your ancestors are telling you this because they are trying to impart some of their wisdom to you. They've been through this, you know, remember, they know the high and lows of life, they know the difficulties that we face, and they're trying to guide you, they are trying to put you on the right path, they're trying to help you heal whatever needs to be healed, they're trying to help you grow and lead a happy, a fulfilling and successful life. And they understand, they obviously can empathize and sympathize because they have been through it before, and they have gained knowledge from their failures, their mistakes and their own experience, and they're trying to help you by using their wisdom. And then here is the card of the Darkness, card 19. Now, this is the card that talks about your true self, your inner truth. And in this position here, this is your message, this is why they're telling you, and this is how to best act to receive the guidance that they gave you. So they are asking you to look within, do some shadow work, you know, a bit like the Hermit card in the tarot. So go within, switch off, stop asking people what they think, is what I'm hearing. Spend some time alone with yourself and look within. And even if you don't like what you see, because we are all made of light and dark, no judgment there, but look at who you are, what it is you want, what it is that's going to fulfill you, because this is the only way you're going to be able to have this new beginning. You need to let something go, what needs to be healed, so that you can release and you may start something else. So let's see what the Tarot has to say about this. Can you clarify those messages for my Virgo Aquarians, please? Okay, so we have the King of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, how beautiful, the King of Pentacles, bottom of the deck, which is the energy underlying, you know, working behind the curtains that you may not be aware of, we have the Two of Wands. So, not surprised to see this as the underlying energy, because the twos represent duality, polarity, decisions, you know, weighing things up, being at a crossroad. And wands, this fire energy, represents your desires, your passion, it represents your spirit, you know, who you truly are. And this Two of Wands is talking about having to make a decision, and you know, the world is your oyster, literally. And finding the right path, the path that's going to provide you with the most excitement, the most growth and development, you know, for your higher self. So this is in the background, and you may not be aware of this, because you may not be aware that you need to release something so this brand new beginning can kick in. And also sometimes, you know, when we're in pain and we're holding on to something from the past, we get so accustomed to the pain that we don't even realize that we need to let this go and heal, because it's stopping us from moving forward. It just becomes that comfortable slipper. We're just used to it. That's a message for some of you. You need to be aware of that, because there is so much potential in your life, which is, you know, encapsulated in this Two of Wands. And in order to be able to make the decision to go on this new path, you need to heal and let something go, is what I'm hearing. So let me put it here. So we have this King of Wands under the dark moon. So I am inclined to say to you that this has something to do with the King of Wands. Now, this is a general reading, so there are no genders attached to this card. This is just the energy of the card, someone who embodies this energy. So the Kings represents mastery of the suit. They are knowledge and expertise. So what does it look like with the fire element, you know, of passions and desires? This is someone who's incredibly vibrant. This is a strong leader, someone that people look up to and follow. Someone who's incredibly inspiring and a go-getter, action taker. You know, someone who's not going to stay on their butt and wait for something to happen. Not that kind of person. But someone who will take calculated risks, okay, because they're not fresh behind the ears is what I'm hearing. So it could be someone slightly older. But doesn't have to be. And it could be a woman, you know, it doesn't have to be a man. It's just somebody who really embodies this kind of energy. And on the shadow side of that, these people can be incredibly harsh, as in they get angry very easily because they're passionate. You know, their blood boil, and they, you know, having arguments with them is very easy because they just fly off the handle very quickly. That's the negative side of it. So that may resonate with some of you, but this person needs to be released, because otherwise you're not going to be able to make the best decision and move forward with your life, which you so deserve. And they're telling me that you know this deep down. You just know what they're saying, what they're talking about. You're just aware of it. That's what they're telling me. For some of you, just very specifically, it may be you who you may have a tendency to I don't know, to have your blood that boils very easily for whatever reason, because you've been hurt, because you're tired, exhausted, whatever the case may be. But for some of you, and that's a message very specific, so discard if it doesn't apply to you, they are telling you to be aware of this side of your personality that can show up sometimes, not all the time obviously, and to rein it in so that you may experience more positive things in your life, is what I'm hearing. But that's just for a very specific person needed to hear that. Otherwise, as I said, you need to release this person, whoever they are. Then you have the beautiful Nine of Pentacles. Now the nines represent achievement in tarot, and Pentacles is your energy. This is earth energy, so grounded, practical, stable energy. And the Nine of Pentacles talks about the physical realm, so it could be referring to your home life or your work life or your financial assets. But this is really a beautiful card of having worked hard, having invested your time, sweat, effort, energy, all of the above, you know, working diligently and having waited in order to get to where you are prosperous and abundant, whether this is emotionally or financially, by the way. And it has that immense glow, this card, for me anyway, because this is a card of independence. This says that you can take care of yourself. You've got this, you know, you've got enough to give to others and enough for you. So if we're talking about your time and your emotions, you have enough to give, but you have so much self-love and you know yourself so well that, you know, you can replenish yourself. You're not completely drained by other people. And if we're talking about resources, well, it's kind of obvious. You know, you've got savings, you can give some of your savings, you can support people. And this is the confidence, you know, that is acquired through being able to standing on your own 2 feet because you've done it. And then here you've got this King of Pentacles, and it's right under the, you know, greet the darkness, do the shadow work. And as I've explained, the Kings represents mastery of their suits, their knowledge and expertise. This is your suit, so the physical realm. The King of Pentacles is somebody who knows how to be prosperous and abundant, someone who's incredibly grounded. You know, the King of Pentacles doesn't get flustered. They are very stable. And they're confident about where they are because they know they can make it. They know they can do this on their own, and they lack for nothing because it's all through their hard work, which is this Nine of Pentacles. And so your ancestors are saying to you, when you release this person or this aspect of your personality, whatever the case may be, you know, you're going to be able to get to that level of independence, of prosperity, of abundance, of stability, of grounding that you have not experienced before, and you're going to feel very, very secure and stable, which obviously is a lovely energy to have in one's life. And particularly for Virgos who like, you know, well, not everyone, but, you know, a certain amount of routines and safety, the home is important, you know, that kind of thing. It's very nice to have these kind of messages. So I'm going to grab a couple of cards to close out your reading. So can I have some final messages for my Virgo Aquarians, please? Okay, so let's see what we have. We have the last quarter moon in Leo, lighten up. Okay, so that is just a message from your ancestors saying do not take everything so seriously. And if what you need to release is something you're holding on to from the past, they're just saying, you know, this is dragging your mood down. You know, try and do things that bring your vibration up. Spend some time with the people who make you feel energized, not drained. If you have animals, spend time with them. I find them incredibly uplifting. Do things that make your heart shine, you know, when it makes you feel so happy. And if it means tidying your home and cleaning it and putting some seasonal decorations, like what I'm doing right now, so be it. I found that incredibly uplifting. So, you know, looking at things in a positive way, being grateful for what you've got and who you've got in your life, and it will bring so much more positive in your life, generally speaking. And then your final message is the new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive, which is just what I was saying to you. Think about all of the good things that you have in your life. If you need to get a gratitude journal, then do that. Write down 3 things you're grateful for every day, whether you do it in the morning or before you go to bed. You know, just make sure that you see the good in your life so that it doesn't pass you by, and it will also drive you forward. It will make you attract more positive things because it will raise your vibration. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If you did, or if you found this message helpful in any ways, do let me know in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Your time is your most precious commodity. I am very, very grateful that you chose to spend it with me. I wish you a beautiful month, and I will see you again very soon. Until next time, au revoir.